Hello and welcome to Afternoon Delight. My name's Katy Vega.
I'm Hayley Doughertly.
I'm Olivia Yorton.
And I'm Tim Boettcher.
And today we are going to start by talking about Ellen DeGeneres. I'm sure you guys all heard on the news this week that Ellen generously gave $10,000 to a waitress after she paid for their tab. They sat down in her section, and apparently it was two women who work for the government. I'm not exactly sure what position they're in. Oh, they're National Guards members, and their bill was $27, and the waitress decided to pay for their bill because they are currently not receiving wages because of the government, or they were not receiving wages because of the government shutdown. And Ellen got word of this, invited the waitress onto her show. On the show, she paid her back in cash the $27 and odd cents for the bill that she paid for them, and then later gives her a giant $10,000 check that she personally signed herself. And obviously, the waitress was very emotional. Did you guys see this on Ellen or hear about it on the news at all?
I don't watch Ellen.
I didn't hear the news, but I feel like that would be a really good section to be in.
Yeah.
Like, to have Ellen DeGeneres, pay for your time.
I know, everyone loves her.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been a waitress before. I just feel like that would be the most awesome thing in the world because most waitresses receive less than minimum wage. I know in Wisconsin, waitress wages are $2.35. So to get a $10,000 check, I'd be stoked.
It says in the article that the waitress only went home with $8 in her pocket that day after paying the $27 tab. And I know, being a server myself, it is hard some days when you don't go home with very much money, and to have Ellen pay her back for the bill she paid for and then $10,000, especially because this server is also a single mother. She has a young child, so I'm sure that's just very helpful for her right now, especially with the holidays coming up. So generous of Ellen.
Do you think she had to claim those tips at the end of the night?
By the way, I also got $10,000. Oh, that would be horrible if she got taxed on those.
Yeah.
She probably claimed like 8, and then once she got the 10,000, just kind of brushed it under the rug.
I wonder if she's still going to continue serving, or if she's going to try to find a new job after that. I don't know.
$10,000 isn't that
It's, I guess, but you're right.
It can get you a ways for a little bit, though.
It'll definitely help out, and she's pulling an Oprah.
For a run for money.
All right, well, not related at all. There is a dating website for just about anyone. So there's this new dating app, and it's called Carrot Dating. And the founder, his name is Brandon Wade, and the whole premise behind this dating app is that women, quote unquote, by the founder himself, this was in a press release, said women love presents like dogs love treats. There's only one method of manipulation that has stood the test of time, and that is bribery. And the whole point behind this dating app is that men who otherwise would have a hard time getting dates, they can go on this Carrot Dating site and they can bribe these women. Like if there's a certain woman that he wants to go on a date with, he can pick up like a treat, like a tank of gas or cash or plastic surgery. Like, this is really crazy. I watched a commercial for this. And then if she accepts, he gives her this bribe, and then they go on a date.
Wait, so are these real items? Are they actually giving out?
Oh, no, it's real. It's like, I think you have to enter your credit card number, and then there's like certain predetermined bribes through this website that you can choose. And then if the woman accepts, then the cost comes off your credit card, and then you contact this woman and you go on a date. I just thought it was super seedy.
I feel
super
like
sketchy.
It's super sketchy. I feel like women could just take a date, get this gift or whatever, and then just move on to a different person. Do the guys know how many dates they've been on?
It doesn't really go into that. When I read these articles, I really like to read the Facebook comments underneath because I think they're interesting and people are crazy. But a lot of people were for it because it's a win-win situation. Like, the man gets the date who would otherwise maybe not get the date. Maybe he's not so good looking or whatever. And then the woman gets this incentive that she couldn't otherwise pay for, and it's like a trade. I don't know. I just thought it was sketchy. Well, there's so many different ways of online dating. I just can't believe that this is where it's heading. was kind of crazy.
Doesn't sound that different from like actual life. I mean, how often do guys pay for the date?
Well, yeah, but this is like plastic surgery and gas for your car, and then there's cash too.
It sounds
Jewelry.
like they're just looking for gold diggers. If you're looking for a woman that's going to accept like a material object that you are bribing her with to go on a date, you're bribing her essentially to go on this date with you, which, I mean, maybe I should sign up, get some free gas, meals, bribes for the next month.
Murdered. I don't know.
Is there like a way that you can buy their drinking tab?
I don't know. What?
You should
I
look
watched
into
the
it.
commercial, and it was a legitimate commercial. It looked like something that would air. And it was like,
Probably
it goes
did.
through what the website actually looks like, and it brings up a tab, and then there's like different categories. There's travel and jewelry and like household expenses, and then it pulls down all the different things you can buy. Like, it's really specific. So, I mean, if you're looking for whatever,
like
I
you
suppose you
just-
can get it.
Just take an item, go on the date, and move along, I guess.
I guess if that's what you're into.
So on a celebrity note, yesterday was Kim Kardashian's birthday. She turned 33, and she also got engaged. Kanye, after asking Kris Jenner for her permission, bought a Lorraine Schwartz 15-carat ring and gave it to Kim on her birthday.
15
I guess
carats?
15 carats. He wanted to make it super special.
That's like the size of a baseball.
Well, I think he did it at a stadium, so maybe he was going for that theme.
Wow.
But
I mean, it's about time. Kimmy has been together. Everyone's just
Kimmy.
kind of been waiting for it,
and now that they have Northwest,
it's so much Kardashian drama all the time, though. After the recent breakup of Kris and Bruce, and then I think
broke
it's
up.
yes, they are
getting a
getting a
divorce.
divorce, but now Kim and Kanye are getting married. So you know, there's always something going on in the Kardashian.
Do you guys
family.
think that Kim's a gold digger?
Kim, she has enough money of her own.
Yeah.
She
I mean,
doesn't.
I
feel
ain't
like she doesn't
saying
really
she's
have
a
to.
gold digger. Did you guys
But
catch
she ain't
that?
messing with no broke.
yeah.
Oh. No, I don't know. I don't really follow the Kardashians. I don't watch anything on E or
How
Oxygen.
can you not? They're
Just-
everywhere. They're taking over the
are.
world.
It makes me sad that they are.
What do they even do?
Everything.
Yeah, I
What
think
do
they
they
just do what
not
they
do?
want. Pretty
But
much.
now Bruce Jenner is no longer in the Kardashian
Yeah.
clan, so we had to add one more, Kanye West. You know,
Do you think
get
they
one in,
would've-
one out.
Right. Do you think they would have been famous if the Kardashians' actual dad wasn't OJ's lawyer to start before he died? Is that what started it? I guess I don't really get the Kardashian
They
Yeah, I don't
phase.
know.
I don't
they
get why it's
say
so
their
popular.
claim to fame is their fashion empire, but I don't know if anyone
I don't
will
know, I'm not
ever
wearing the
really.
label
That would
right
be
now.
interesting to look into.
I've never had a desire to wear their clothes, so.
Yeah, no.
Well, congratulations to them for getting engaged and legitimizing their child.
So on a related note to that, Kanye West's tour started up. He is touring with Kendrick Lamar and A Tribe Called Quest on their last tour. But for this show, he performed with Jesus Christ, who was the savior for the Catholic faith. You will see there Jesus standing on stage with Jesus, which was his recent album's title.
I heard that. It sounds like the most blasphemous thing ever.
It's a pretty blasphemous album, but at the same time, it's really well produced.
Is it good?
Oh, I loved it.
You Kanye fan?
So he had
I'm
a.
not so much a Kanye fan. I like the music he makes, but he's not a person that I would look up to.
I'm confused. Was it like a holographic? It was
No,
a
it was
holographic,
an
or a
actor.
person
Apparently
dressed up
this-
as Jesus.
Yeah, this actor dressed up as Jesus and like walked out onto the stage he was performing on and like
And
gave
rapped?
a little blurb. No, I think he was just talking to him, if I read
like
it correctly.
preaching.
I think so. I think it was kind of like preaching,
The good
just
word.
like before Kanye started his song.
Oh
So
my.
Because Kanye West music and Jesus Christ go together.
That's his album.
Well, there's
Jesus.
a lyric in one of the songs where Jesus goes up to Jesus. And how does it go?
Wrap it out. Let's hear it. You got the album. I have no idea.
I was just amazed that they got Jesus Christ to show up at a Kanye concert. Like, if I knew Jesus was coming, I might have bought a ticket. And
You know
gone
what
to that
Jesus should have
concert.
done? Interrupted him. Like, got in front of him and said, "You are not Jesus. You are Jesus." and I deserved this award, not you.
Sorry, Kanye, you're performing and all, but Jay-Z was the best rapper of all time.
Like, I'm gonna let you
There
finish.
you go. That's funny.
that is enough about Kanye for now. Are any of you guys Harry Potter fans? Because apparently there is a new documentary coming out about not Harry Potter, but Quidditch, and Quidditch in real life. Apparently there are over 100 universities around the United States which have Quidditch teams, and they are making a documentary about it. I'm not quite sure how this is going to happen because I've only seen Harry Potter once or twice, but in my understanding, Quidditch is a flying game with a magic ball. But they have adapted it to the real world, and they run around with brooms in between their legs, tossing a volleyball-type ball around, and they will make a documentary about it now because it is becoming very popular.
I didn't even know. I don't know what Quidditch is. I don't watch Harry Potter movies. I don't read the books. Someone explained to me how this game works and how it can be adapted to a college campus.
Well, you have the seeker who tries to find the snitch, and then you have the two people who are trying to get the volleyball-type ball.
Snitch is the little one that flies around, right?
It has wings,
Yeah, but college students don't have wings.
and they can't fly on brooms.
But they don't
So-
have wings in Harry Potter.
Bouncy balls. Those little bouncy balls that go like everywhere, that could be the snitch.
Well, apparently we can watch the documentary about it now and
I'm
learn
gonna
all
have
about
to.
real life Quidditch, and maybe UW Lacrosse can start a Quidditch team. Yeah,
never
maybe. I'd like to see some kids running around the field with some brooms, tossing a ball around, and
Can
hula
finally show
hoops.
whitewater or something.
It would be. I think it would be fun. It's a good idea.
I guess so. That's very interesting, though. Didn't even know it was a thing.
Oh, it's a thing.
I guess so. You want to know what else is a thing? A drug called Krokodil. I read an article on this because I saw a picture on BuzzFeed that absolutely terrified me. Apparently, Krokodil is this drug that originated in Russia, and it's a cheaper form of heroin, but it's 3 times stronger and also subsequently 3 times deadlier. It's made from things like gasoline and paint thinner, which are not substances I would want coursing through my veins. And what it does, and this is why I clicked on the article, because this picture was just disgusting. It like eats human flesh, and it causes your skin to turn like greenish and scaly like a crocodile. And apparently it's been in Europe and Asia for a while, but it's moving to the United States. They reported cases of it in Chicago, and so it's hit the Midwest, and it's predicted to hit like Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin by the end of the year. This crazy drug. Have any of you guys heard about it?
Is it a pill form or what is it?
It's like heroin, so it's injected.
You inject
Checked it, yeah.
And it's made with gasoline.
Yeah.
And okay, I don't understand. So you're saying that it makes your skin turn green and scaly,
It like
and it's
eats your skin.
It's a flesh-eating.
so
like,
why are people doing this drug? Like, what is
read-
good about it?
I
The
read an
high.
article of 2 twins from Illinois that took it. Originally, they thought it was heroin, so they didn't actually know what they were getting into. And I looked up pictures, and like they have huge like butterfly band-aids covering, like they're basically just holes in your skin. Like their skin is just gone.
Your bones show eventually.
Yep. It's,
Oh
It
my
looks
gosh.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Gives me the willies. Yeah, I read that too. People take it because either, the draw is that it's so much cheaper and it's so much stronger than heroin. So it's, they have easier access to it because it's cheaper and it's a quicker high. Or either that happens, or they buy the drug thinking it's heroin and it's actually this cheaper form because they're getting ripped off, and then their skin starts melting away. The pictures are absolutely atrocious. If you are interested in looking at them, I wasn't going to pull one up just for the sake of
Probably a
decency,
good idea.
but if you want to look it up, it'll make you never want to do drugs ever. I don't know. I just don't understand why you would ever put that in your body, but it happens, and it's something to keep an eye out for because apparently it's hitting a lot closer to home than I personally am comfortable with.
Well, and Lacrosse already has a heroin problem.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
It'll make its rounds.
Let's hope not.
Hopefully, hopefully not. But along the crocodile alligator family, an alligator apparently in Florida made an appearance at a Walmart. A 6-foot-long alligator decided to block the entranceway, and so the doors kept opening and shutting, And eventually, they locked the doors, and once the police came, they kind of tried to shoo it away. It ran off into some local woods, and they never found it, but luckily no one was injured. So I just think it was kind of funny that the doors kept opening and closing, and apparently people inside were trying to get a look at the alligator, trying to get a little closer.
I'd probably do the same
What
thing.
state was this in?
Florida.
Oh, of course.
Near Orlando, I think.
I've
So.
heard of, in Florida, they have a big problem with, like, just crazy animals like alligators and anacondas ending up in people's backyards because they're in such a swampy coastal area.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised no one stopped it in the parking lot or
Yeah.
stopped it before it got
Well,
all
how
the way
would
up
you
to
stop
the.
an
I
alligator?
would
They
ram
don't
it
move
with a
that
cart or
fast.
something.
You
know?
would ram it with a cart. You're all of what, 90 pounds soaking wet. You're gonna fight an alligator.
I would probably take a Snapchat. Honestly,
Okay,
I would have
okay.
been
Well,
one
that's
of
probably
those
what people were doing.
Well, we will be right back in one moment after we take a break and look at these perfect pets. It gets really. Yeah, no, it was.
Meet Mike. He's a 1-year-old that likes to be the leader of the pack and seeks adventure. Like treats, meet Oreo. This lovable 4-month-old loves attention and playing around. Need a personal assistant? Meet Calvin. He likes to help you hold pages down and is good company. And here's Bella. She's a 5-year-old beagle mix who is very social, affectionate, and is excited to find her new home.
To know more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
And welcome back to Afternoon Delight. Now we are going to talk about the new candy that's being released this year. Sounds a lot like a candy that we already have. Let's see if you can guess. It is a round cup of chocolate with peanut butter in the inside. Nope, it's not Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Apparently, Butterfinger cups are now being released. There's a little bit of an argument going on between the Nestle family and the Reese's company. Apparently, they're concerned that this candy is a lot like a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, which it sounds a lot to me like it is. However, Butterfinger claims that there will be small chunks of Butterfinger candy in the peanut butter, and that is what differentiates this from a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. So, what do you guys think about that?
Sounds delicious.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know why people are mad. I'd eat it.
Yeah, when I first read the story, I thought it meant Reese's and Butterfinger were like collaborating, but I guess it is kind of interesting that Butterfinger is kind of taking the reins and making their own kind of.
So Reese's and Butterfinger don't come from the same company. They're not both Nestle.
No.
What are they?
I believe Reese's is Mars.
Mars?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They make M&Ms,
I-
amongst other things.
I understand why Reese's would be mad, especially after being such a popular candy for so many years and being known as the peanut butter cups, and then all of a sudden Butterfinger just comes out with this brilliant idea of a peanut butter cup. Like, okay, come on, like, we all know where you got your idea from.
There's nothing wrong with a little healthy competition.
After all these years, though, like,
They were just late to the game.
I don't think it'll catch on. Think of all the candy that had its, 15 minutes of fame, and then that we can't even get any more, like some of the candy we ate when we were little, like the Butterfinger balls. What were they called?
Butterfinger BBs.
Yeah, they're not the
those.
Butterfinger balls. That was wrong. But I think it'll show up in stores, and maybe be popular for a while, and then I think you think of the candy that sticks around. It's like the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. It's the Snickers bars. It's Hershey's.
classics.
Yeah, the classics,
Yeah.
and you can't mess with the classic. That's what I think. So who knows how long it'll be on the shelves. I work at a grocery store, so I'll have to keep an eye on
you let
that
us
for
know.
you guys.
Did they say when it's supposed to come out next year? did you say?
later this year. It just says 2014, so they're probably still in the works, but we'll see. I'll keep an eye
Be
on it.
interesting.
Well, for the first time in the show's history, the creators of South Park missed their deadline of Wednesday, coming out with the show a day later, because usually they create the show within 6 days. So you can't really
Wow.
give the guys too much
It's been running
discredit.
a long time, too. That's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
So from, the very early stages of scripting to when it goes on air, it's only 6 days?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of awesome.
Every week. So they usually have the season split up in 2 and 6 episodes. And for those 6 weeks, they just write the episodes as they come.
And did they just show a rerun this week or something?
Yes, they showed the Scott Tenorman episode, which is arguably the best episode of the show.
But I'm sure people were very upset when they saw the episode and realized it wasn't a new episode and that it was a repeat. And did we hear about how people reacted? Were there a lot of
I don't think the
complaints?
fans were too disappointed, just because the show was on the next day, so it's not like they had to wait that long for their new episode.
Oh, so did they show the rerun on Wednesday and then the new episode on Thursday?
That is correct.
Oh. then
But
I feel
one
like
day
that's
late.
Pretty good,
But still, for the
considering.
15-year run that the show has been going on for,
I don't know. They had a reputation to uphold, and I think it was a little bit of a mistake on their part, but I'm sure people will continue to watch. We're going to take a look at a quick UWL promo, and we will be right back with Afternoon Delight.
Fact: University of Wisconsin-La Crosse is ranked the #2 college in the Midwest.
UW-La Crosse is ranked number 34 for out-of-state students among public universities nationwide.
UW-La Crosse is ranked as one of the most military-friendly schools in the nation.
UW-La Crosse is number 24 among medium colleges and universities for Peace Corps volunteers.
Welcome back. Our next story has to do with the Boy Scouts. Apparently, there were 3 scout leaders. They were running a trip in Utah to National Park at Goblin Valley, and they are facing potential felony charges for destroying one of the rock formations. And if you've never seen Goblin Valley, the reason it gets its name is because the rock formations there are kind of shaped like, I don't know, they're really ugly. I almost want to say they look like goblin noses. They're like shaped, they're really skinny, and they come up into a big like ball. And what these guys did was they noticed that the base of this rock formation was really thin, and they were thinking that it was dangerous for tourists and people that visited, because what if the top part of the rock broke off and hit someone? So they decided to take it into their own hands to break the rock themselves. And they made a YouTube video, and I watched it, and these guys like have 8th grade educations at most. They just sound ridiculous, and they're like, oh, this is dangerous. Oh, my friend Bill here, he's gonna give it a push. And he does, and he's pushing it back and forth, and then it breaks over. And then they're like, oh yeah, high five. Goblin Valley is a safer place now. And this video went viral because they destroyed a rock in a national park, which is protected. And so now they potentially face, it could be anything from a Class B misdemeanor to a felony, because the authorities caught wind, of course, because it's a viral video. Like, don't put it online.
Okay, one, how ironic is it that the Boy Scouts destroyed public property in a national park? Like, should they not know to not destroy giant rock formations that the park is famous for? And why do they think that they had the power to destroy it and protect other people? Who gave them that decision to make? And also, do people not know not to put videos online of doing illegal activities?
No,
if
people
you are
don't.
breaking the law, do not film it and put it on YouTube, because you're going to get in trouble. How do people not know that by now? It's pretty obvious.
It is a Boy Scout principle, do no harm. which
Yeah.
I thought
But
was ironic.
they thought they were helping people is the thing, right? So that's going to be their argument in court, I'm sure. We were helping people and protecting them from the
I don't think that's gonna
giant.
I feel like they just used that as a cover. Like, they posted this video, and they're just like, oh, we're helping people. And then when they actually got in trouble for it, they kind of just pulled that idea and said, oh, no, really, like the video even says, we were trying to help people. Like, we didn't mean to, like, do any harm. But I feel like,
They were worried
Probably
about the
just shouldn't.
children.
yeah, the children. So you
Boy
probably
Scouts
just
are all
shouldn't
about
have
the
put that.
children.
Yeah.
Were they Boy Scout leaders or
They
was
were
it young
leaders.
children that were doing
No,
it?
they were troop leaders. They were 3 adult men, and there aren't any kids in the video at all. So it makes me wonder: is this actually like a Boy Scout trip, or is it just you 3 out there?
Yeah.
Were they
breaking stuff.
Were they in uniform at the time?
No.
They weren't.
Oh.
No.
You saw the video.
Shorts, t-shirts, ball cap.
Did you watch it?
I watched a part of it. I was just, I got halfway through it and I was just saying to myself, what is happening here? Like, I just don't understand who would think it was a good idea to even make a video, break this rock.
I remember.
It didn't even look that thin.
No,
I
it
mean, it
didn't.
looked like it was going to be fine.
Well, they tell you, like, when you're a kid and you go on field trips and you're out in a park and they stress, oh, don't take anything. So I always felt bad, like, if I picked up a stick, I had to put it back down
Yep.
exactly where
Put
I
that stick
found
back where it
it.
came from.
Take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints.
Those Boy Scout leaders did not know that.
No. Did not at all. Okay, well, on the Halloween October theme, apparently a young 9-year-old boy named Jaden in Pennsylvania, he guessed the weight of a 100-pound pumpkin, and as the reward, he was able to keep it. So he put it on his porch. His parents let him keep it out there, and it was stolen. He was pretty upset. I mean, I feel like a 9-year-old who just won a 100-pound pumpkin would be pretty upset. But after the weekend, it was returned and put on the porch with a letter that read, I quote, "I'm really sorry about taking your pumpkin. It was wrong of me. You earned the pumpkin. I didn't think my actions through, nor realize who they were affecting. Sincerest apologies," quote. Apparently his parents said he was super happy that it came back, but I don't even understand how someone would carry a 100-pound pumpkin off of someone's porch. Like, why would you do that? How would you do that?
I don't know, it had to have been huge.
Yeah.
What hooligans stole this pumpkin, though? I can just imagine kids running away with a giant pumpkin and then feeling bad and bringing it back. But all in the spirit of Halloween, you know? Well, we will be right back in one moment after we take a look at these adorable perfect pets.
Meet Mike. He's a 1-year-old that likes to be the leader of the pack and seeks adventure. Like treats, meet Oreo. This lovable 4-month-old loves attention and playing around. Need a personal assistant? Meet Calvin. He likes to help you hold pages down and is good company. And here's Bella. She's a 5-year-old beagle mix who is very social, affectionate, and is excited to find her new home.
To know more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
Welcome back to Afternoon Delight. If you're not busy tonight, why not come over to Valhalla and check out the UWL Jazz Concert? It's going to be good.
How long is the jazz concert?
It shouldn't be too long, I would say about an hour and a half, and admission is free, so you really have no reason not to go.
Are you a member of this ensemble?
I am.
What do you play?
I play the trumpet.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't mean to toot my own horn or anything.
Oh, shucks.
Well, that does sound like fun.
Good Tuesday activity.
Definitely. It's pretty chilly outside, so I will not be outside tonight. Sounds like a good idea. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in to Afternoon Delight today. I hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did. Have a good afternoon.